Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there.
$70,000? Let me tell you something. We have a conversation to be had today. Listen, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you for tuning in. It is a live rant and review over Canada versus the world. That's Canada's Drag Race. Ep.4 Comedy Queens. It is a stand-up challenge. They have to make a set and present it to the judges with a plaid runway that was oots cute. But we did lose somebody this week, and in a very serious situation. I hope that love was sent to this queen, as we did have this happen to other girls in other competitions already this year. I think this is the third time. And, a lot of folks have a lot to say sometimes when they really need to hush because you never know what's happening on the inside. But I'm not going to get too heavy just like that yet. There was some laughs. It was a good episode, in my opinion. I think history was once again made by the top two. And yeah, kind of a thank you, Brooklyn, for making that decision, but don't play like that again, sister, because a lot of us took you dead serious, dead ass serious. It's Matty Rants, and this is a rant and review. It's going to be a long one, so if you're one of those kids that likes to sit around for 5 minutes twiddling your thumbs, that's it. This ain't that girl. It's like a podcast. It's conversation. I bring the live chat in up on this piece, and that's what this is about. So let me go ahead and give you my social medias, and we can start this conversation up today. It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that all in the link tree in the description down below. Grab a branch, eat some fruit, Mativia. You already know the rest of that. You also can get merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company, where I have Mativia shirts, Rant Pack. Sundays are best with the panel, and the panel tank tops, t-shirts, as well as stickers that are pretty cool, all available for your consumption at dragqueenmerch.com. I also do reactions to each and every one of these episodes, including this one that I put up on my Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/MattyRants, you will find all 220 plus videos that I've reacted to for your consumption over many different programs for as low as $1 a month. So if you're in my Patreon, shout out to you, and I appreciate the support. You definitely should tune in over there. Also, you can book me on Cameo. I have a few requests I got to get to today, and I'm happy to do that because you have some serious stuff you want me to talk about in those requests. I got you, baby. Trust me, that love is going to be sent to you. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Now, I do want to give a little bit of no, not yet. Let's keep it on a roll, Matt. If you want to drop your boy a tippy poo, if you want to give him a little love, that's me. I don't know why your boy like as if somebody else I'm talking to. No, it's me. If you want to drop your boy a tip for hosting down today and bringing you some light and some love, that is all available there with paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. Trust me, I'm not really in the holiday spirit right now. I'm kind of in like this weird headspace because I'm not going to be really doing anything with family, but I will be going live on Christmas Day in case you all are not doing anything that day and you want to have some family, your online family. I'll be there and available for you on Christmas Day. So trust me, I understand people needing a mental health break completely. It's definitely in my wheelhouse. God bless therapy. But yeah, drop me a tip of my jar if you feel like it. And I thank you so much for being here. That thumbs up button is free though, and I would appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up button on this review, as well as get in the comment section and talk about this episode with everybody else. Okay, so I see the stuff about Dragged In. Give me a second. I'm also working on DragCon LA videos at the same time, trying to keep my current schedule. And for my mental health, I will try to cover it, but it's going to be a lot of learning curve kind of stuff happening here once again. So give me a second on that one. it's something I'm going to watch, but it's not on my radar right now because of everything else that I'm covering, and me also dealing with a lot of stuff in my own personal life that's happening. So, a disclaimer is going to be necessary because sometimes I like to preach, as you saw with my Dragula video with Dooley. And I got to get on my soapbox to act up sometimes. But listen, this video and all videos I do on this channel are, or it's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are so their personal views and don't reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, and please do not be rude in the comment section. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, by all means consume some Mativia at dragqueenmerch.com and have yourself a good poot, okay? So I know we all got opinions, but like I'm here to give you mine. This is what I've been doing for quite some time. I've been a bit successful at it. Maybe not as popping as I used to be. She don't know if she's shadow banned or not, but either way, we're still popping. We're still doing it, and I appreciate you, my rant pack. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. Let's go. Whew, okay. You couldn't have told me what was going to happen this week was going to happen based on how the episode started. And, I had noticed some people waging arguments like, oh, they weren't going to be, they felt their routine was bad and they didn't want to look bad. So they just bumped. I was like, let's not do that. Let's not put that narrative out there. How dare you? But I do know that, again, this is a high pressure cooker of a TV show that is, once again, as I always say, filmed for so many hours, and so many things go on behind the scenes that we are not privy to or know about. And there are also things happening in their personal lives that have nothing to do with you, me, or anybody else on this planet besides them and the people in their immediate circle. So I respect any decision to save your own life. Respect any decision to pull yourself out of a space that is uncomfortable, so much so that it takes you away from who you are to where negative things will be the consequences of this matter. So I want to be very clear on that. But I also just, I don't get where people come from when it's this, well, that could have been someone else's spot kind of talk. It's like, girl, not every day is the same day. I promise you, and things happen. Monica, thank you so much for the super chat. Look at me in a live. Can't wait to discuss this episode. Thank you for the super chat, Monica. I appreciate you down. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. And yeah, we're going to talk about it today. So, there were several different narratives that were kind of crazy this episode. I hate it when it does that. Okay. So listen, we lost a Wiglet. A Wiglet had left the building, and Anita left a beautiful message welcoming them down under. And of course, they felt a little bit of the light had left the room, or at least the light from her teeth, as all the lights that would shine on it. And we had this video conversation yesterday. No, I like Anita. I'm just throwing a little jab right there. It's all out of love. But I am going to miss Anita too. But this is one of those short seasons, so the competition must go on. Is that candle still lit? I'll let you be. I thought I blew you out. Okay, listen. Now, past Silky and on to the next scene over here, okay? Conversations are occurring in terms of who Victoria was going to send home, which Rita Baga in that awful outfit is pretty happy to see that Victoria wasn't going to send her nowhere. She was sending Anita home too. They felt she clocked out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I'll accept it too. Maybe. Like it's mine. But it was a cute moment. We're pushing past this, honestly. It's just light conversation, right? Till we get to the jump scare that is RuPaul. Just kidding, but she's being held hostage in the basement to give them a silly nursery rhyme about what their episode will entail for them here. Oh, we got another tippy poo. Let me give light and love in this moment. Mark, oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Here is a little something for you, Maddie. Not a lot, but something. Thank you for helping me feel better. That's right. Aniki, right? That's you, baby. I know you have the vid. I can't say the word because that's a part of the TOS. The vid to the co, not blockbuster. That's what we'll call it. You have the not blockbuster going on. That is Matthew. I'm keeping it. I hope you feel better. I hope anybody else that's not feeling good right now. I know there's a lot of hot chews, bless yous happening. So please, keep your hands over your mouth, wash your hands, wipe your ass, do other things that a responsible adult would do. Uh, Wash your sheets. Y'all know what's up. I already can smell a few of your bedrooms. It's okay. No judging. I have my days to wash those sheets. Please. Especially your pillows. They're going to thank you. Okay. All right. Past the weather lady and into. We need to get into Raj's workroom look. Isn't it right with God? It's right with God. I love this look. It is such a bop. Like everything from the pants to the boots to the jacket, the top and the hat with the backpack. I'm like, this is a mood. I love this. It's one of my favorite outfits. I love it down. It's so cute. But everybody's waiting for who is going to walk in to give them their next assignment. Angels, what is this? Listen, I understand this is the fashion guru. I get it. I got it. I understand. I get the full work and the full gist of it. All of the above. But listen, what is happening here? Now, I love this jacket and I enjoyed the top. It stops there. That I don't know if this was to tell them that we're just going to be filming things from above the waist, but no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He looks like the villain in the White Lotus series right now that's trying to get Tanya's money. Yeah. He looks like he runs with them. Does that, for the girls who are watching The White Lotus, doesn't he give that tease? Like he's there to steal an older, rich white woman's money. Mm-hmm. Possibly. Possibly. Just saying. Just saying. Stephanie, oh my gosh. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you so very much. Uh, much love from Romania. Shout out to my rant pack that is across the world right now for those of you watching me in different time zones. If it's the evening time, the morning, if it's late at night, and you're in your bed and you're kind of cozy, you're on the couch, however you're sleeping. I hope you're having a good time. And thanks for tuning in today. I don't know why I'm giving this ASMR tease, maybe because I'm just feeling my spirit this Saturday. Yeah, I had a really crazy week. Maddie was doing too much binge eating. I had to like call God. I was like, why am I doing this, Lord? I'm gaining weight. I have to chill. I was a little sad this week, but it's okay. Nothing crazy, just seasonal moments around the holidays for me. Anywho, these shorts give me a little bit of the depression. But Brad looks ready to be an extra in the rules of attraction here, as he tells them that they have a mini challenge of cameo proportions. That's right, everybody. Queenie Vids is cameo requests. By the way, I am bookable on Cameo. No, seriously, I am bookable on Cameo. Find me on Cameo. Okay. This was funny. This is actually funnier than Snatch Game. Oh, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Oh, who loves orange soda? I think, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to keep that because I did enjoy Isis and Snatch Game, and there were like a couple moments here and there. No, I actually thought this was funny, but it's not because the skit itself was funny. I mean, it was a good setup for them to do these videos. I mean, look at how easy they were able to make these on the fly compared to Todrick Hall, who had to write those notes down to show on network television a script he has prepared for all his cameo requests, meaning he does not mean any of them sincerely if it's written on a script where I actually actually make mine up on the fly as I'm thinking of the question with a good Cameo request. Bookable am I? I am bookable on Cameo. That is the point of me in this rant. We are talking about a TV show, Maddie. So listen, Silky, it was funny. I had a good time with it, right? It was really Raja O'Hara and Victoria Scone for me. No, listen, I was gagged because I was like, bitch, that's low key a part of my income. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this girl, that's a part of my damn income. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd have had this one in the bag. Let me win that Anastasia mini challenge prize. I thought it was funny. But no, Raja had me cackling, you stupid fucking bitch. You fucking stupid. Or was it ugly bitch? Um, just Rita Baga was, she was giving you her normal flair. Isis, they did say quick drag, but she put on a whole lot for quick drag. I was like, she had to show us some of that 70,000. Oh my God. My God. My God. My God. Let's see here. Hold on. It was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. But yeah, I think when we got to Victoria, y'all don't know. Let me have a moment with you. I'm just gonna talk. Victoria, I know, listen, if you're watching this, hi love, hi Tia, hi Pixie. Because listen, if y'all didn't see the video I posted on Twitter and my Instagram, Victoria, Tia, and Pixie were watching this video. So they might be watching this now. But listen, sister, we talked about this song that's coming up. Track number 4 on the EP. You know what I'm saying? It's called the EP is called Deep Triangles. You take that there. Okay. We'll get there soon when we get to that runway because you deserve a song for that runway. But this shit was funny. I also in my mind from seasons and of UK and because they were on twice, every time I say her name Victoria, my mind wants to go to Veronica so fucking badly. And I don't know why, but I have to share this with you. Because just a moment ago, like you may have saw me getting the word together. I was like Victoria, but something in the back of my head, it's like say Veronica, and I'm like that's not going to happen because those are completely two different people. One possibly enjoys the setup joke that Victoria set, with the fisting, in the hands and stuff. Meanwhile, the other one is boom, 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 lesbian. Track number 4 coming soon. Very much that. Deep Triangles EP. Mm, mm. Anywho, she was fucking funny. When she said, "Let me tell you something." I had a good time with this one, but Raja O'Hara ends up winning the mini challenge and getting this nice little gift from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And we end up getting our Maxi challenge, which is to throw Brad into a dumpster, push him down a very steep cliff in San Francisco, and allow him to run into a store to buy some new pants. Crash, burn, pow, sound effects. God, this is awful. Anywho, while we look at Brad looking like they're walking around their house trying to find their other slippers, um, Raja has the task of now assigning the order of the comedy challenge. It's not a roast, but more so a stand up challenge where they have to create their own routine, make the judges laugh, that full kind of work. Don't think too hard about it. It shouldn't be a thinker and don't go on too long. Right? Right. Okay. Raja asked everybody what they wanted to. Most people want to go first. Everybody kind of wanted to go first. Isis felt you could put me wherever I am. I'm good. I already won this bitch. Victoria, see, I almost did it again. My brain said, Veron. No, Victoria Scone. That's what we're gonna do. Let's be scone. Scone said, "Let me go last. I want to close the show." Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Hold on, I need to double check something real important. This is the break. Gonna sing this song right now while I get this. Not a mistake. Ooh, that sounds bad, but it isn't. Yada yada yada. That sounds bad, but it isn't. Wop, 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 wop. We're talking about Canada versus the world. Wham, 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 wham. Wham, 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 wham. All right. So as Raja is assigning and signing, assigning the orders here and ask everyone the questions, she then goes off of the list of what she wants to do. Raja feels like she wants to go first because she's choosing the roles, right? I'm gonna go first. I want to just get it out the way because I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay. I said my sister's gonna be in trouble. Then after her is Vanity Milan. I'm not even going to include Isis in this order for obvious reasons, but we'll keep going. This is no point. Rita Baga is in the middle, followed by Victoria Scone. See, that time it didn't even register. Look at me. I had to say Scone to get it right. And closing is Silky. Now, Victoria was like, so I asked, and you did not deliver. Now, Victoria, love you down, Scone sister. I'm here for the breading. Now, if you think if you think that Raja was not going to help Silky out, I don't know what to tell you. And also, let's remember here, this is a competition. So what you want ain't what you're always going to get. You're also a funny queen. This is a competition. I'm not going to give you what you want. I know you're going to do well at this. Actually, I would be thinking of what I could do to fuck over Rita and Victoria. To be honest with you, because I would say, you know what? That's what she wants to do. I'm not going to give her what she wants to do. We'll see here. Shadow Shy, I want to answer this. Let's do it. Maddie, do you think Raja kind of put themselves and everyone else into the bottom almost instantly due to how funny Victoria and Silky are? Putting two of the funniest queens last seems odd to me. That's where we're going to agree. And this is where I'm going to say to Victoria, it worked in your favor. Because what you wanted was what it wasn't what you got. However, you were blessed and highly favored still in that regard, because talent is talent. So with Raj's thinking here, you would have expected her to put Victoria in the middle, if anything. I had to, even though I hold on. To go. I'm doing my review right now. Live, bitch. I had to tell my friend, hold on. Let me hit you back. I'm talking to my people, but it's something I got to do today. I knew Rita wasn't going to be funny, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I had it in my mind. I know she can be funny, but lately it's been a lot of howling at the wind sort of situation. She's alone in her room and she's been talking to herself. Those moments for me with Rita. And that's no shade to the bagger, but it ain't chips. Just saying. I know Victoria is a threat on all levels of I like milk with pastries. These are facts. She would not get her way. Vanity would be somebody who I know is either going to do very well because she is naturally funny, or she'll get in her head, which is what happened, and then she will do abysmally, just abysmal. So I can throw her wherever the hell I want to throw her. Silky, I know, is going to be funny, but also Silky can be someone who talks too long, who gives so much of a story that we lose exactly what we were laughing at in the first place. So for me, I would have put Silky in the beginning to start the show. She's already, listen, now you know what I said when we had the girl groups. Miss Mama is the hype man. She also is entertaining as fuck too, but she also gives hype man teas. She could have started the show. Raja, if you were so concerned about what you were going to give, put yourself somewhere in the middle, not after somebody good, but after someone who's not going to do well, so you can play into that. That's what should have happened. I think Silky should have opened. I think Victoria should have closed. The rest is in the middle. That's how I would have done that, but I'm not on this show. And I did not win the mini challenge. This is what we got. Victoria felt a little scorned. Did you? That was fun. I know. Shut up, Maddie. It's okay. It was a good one. It was good. It was good. Quite good. Um, but she'll get over it because she's gonna do good. She's gonna do good. She's gonna do good. Let's see here. I'll be done. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I need to make sure I get this appointment together, baby. Now, I know that Silky has not had a comedy challenge that they've done before, no stand up on any seasons that they've done, right? Okay. Okay. She, it's whatever at this point. Maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. Raja, mm, she has her moments, but I don't know if Raja's ever really done really well at the stand up challenge. So it's kind of like, let's just see where this goes. We can only go up from here. We'll get to it. If you saw my reaction, which I did, post on my Patreon, when I'm uncomfortable, I have to eye roll up. I have to look to the sky like, God, take me out of this place, remove my spirit from my body so I can look at something better. I have that habit of when I do go to comedy shows, I do the same thing at drag shows or any sort of production, whether it's your child's school play. If somebody's really on the, I have a bad habit of my face telling the entire story. So I'm against Raja's set, but there were a few times I had to stare up into the sky and just go, "Oh my God, sister, pull it back in. Why are you still opening the set?" Isis thinks because they did so well on her season, she'll be fine this season. Oh, how we won't get to that point. Who was kind of gagged that Gary Janetti was on this episode? Who was further gagged because they had no idea because they're not in Brad's world or wanting to know that much about Brad. No shade, Brad. No shade, Brad. I'm just saying. I like specific things. I enjoy you on this production, but I haven't gone into your IMDb just yet. I had no idea they were married. Are they actually a couple or were they just playing? No, they're married, right? I was like, wait, what? Are they actually a couple? This is a real thing. But Gary Janetti, Will and Grace, thank you so much for those early seasons. I'm not going to thank you for the later ones. If you were any part of the newer reboot, but the early seasons of Will and Grace, before the reboot, though, that was the best, the best. Highly recommend it if you've never watched it. It's one of the classics. I always felt like I was Jack and Karen mixed together when I was growing up. So Gary Janetti here, he is with his boo thing. Okay, like oh my gosh. Oh, Brad, you look worse sitting down, sister. You look worse than I hate these shorts, but love the jacket. The jacket's fabulous, and so is that top shirt. It's that mint with this purple or the fuchsia. It's gorgeous. I just do not like those shorts. Either way, Gary is going to be assisting them with their routines. I'm going to speed through this part here because why not? But sort of to give like insight to it. Raja had ideas. Maybe the jokes will be funny. One of them will be for sure. Mhm. Vanity actually did really well in this moment. And then she psyched herself out. Soon we'll talk about it. It was like, what's going on? Rita wanted to do this French bit, which seems to be the ongoing theme, which I'm fine with. That's where you're from. That's who you are. Pop off, Ete. I'm beautiful. Like, pop off. But I wouldn't, I didn't, I wasn't there. Meme Viber. Well, I read that so wrong. Gary also wrote for Family Guy. I wonder what seasons, because Family Guy got kind of at one point. I would really love to know what episodes he wrote for. But yeah, the advice was helpful for all the queens, and Gary definitely was, really cool with everybody. This was a fun moment. Isis had good routines. They thought there was, okay, we can fix this up. All that. Victoria already knew she was about to eat this alive, sister. And when we got to Silky, honey, if you get these gays to laugh at you, you got it. You got it, sister. But yeah, everything seemed to be going well. We it looked like it was going to be a stacked show of entertainment, maybe one or two people, all of that. Didn't it? It was like, okay, we might have something going on here. While the babies are getting ready, right? The newer seasons are just terrible meme viber. I'm sorry, I can't. I tried watching them recently, and I was like, what is? It's not the same. Like, I think one of my favorite episodes is the two-parter where they're all invited to what's his name, James Woods' house, and it becomes this murder mystery party. That was an excellent episode. Okay, let me stop. I'm about to get my Family Guy rant. Just the earlier seasons were like really, really good to me, but I like American Dad more. So, hmm. Anyhow, Silky asked Isis, what's going on, sister? How do you feel about your the performance coming up? And Isis, sort of wanted to answer, but it was like I just don't have the energy. I don't have the energy anymore, and it was kind of like, uh-oh, what's happening here? Maybe this is a moment that can be solved through conversation. But Isis looked defeated, and not in a sense of the competition itself, but as life in general, in terms of things. Like, we gotta get into this, y'all. This baby, literally with one eyebrow done, was having a breakdown in the midst of doing her makeup. I can't even finish this face. I can't even continue on at this moment right now because I've sat here, I've tried, I've mentally been storing things in. I've been having a good time because I wanted to see my girls and they're cool, but it's so much more than that. And it's when Raja gets up to, give her a hug because sometimes you need that. And Raja later on with Silky, I'm one of those people. Sometimes I just need that physical grip, that energy fill, like, oh, I just need to be refilled real quick. And Isis made this moment, she said it's personal stuff that's happening, that's going on. And I felt like it was definitely outside the competition. I know the competition was also stressing her, but it was, I felt more than that just based off of the reaction we got here in the situation. And I hope whatever's going on is being handled, being taken care of. We all have only one life to live. Unfortunately, we're not cats. I'd love to be that kind of puss, but we don't have 9 lives. But Isis gets very personal with us and tells us that there's a lot going on and that they're not able to continue forward in this competition. And for their mental health, they need to leave. No, Brandon Brown, I have not seen. Okay, I've been a little bit in a shiny hunting bubble in Pokemon Violet, and I just learned how to do everything to perfection. Plus, I do raid battles a little too much. So please forgive me if I haven't seen any of the Roscoe stuff yet. I'm going to watch it before the panel on Sunday, but I have been. when I'm not doing this, I get into my nerd zone and I'm gone. You cannot find me, like, unless I'm online on Nintendo and you send me an invite for something. That and me and Chris were racing on Mario Kart yesterday because we were trying the new tracks out. Um, Now Mario Kart is super glitchy. Anywho, back to this, back to this. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet, Brandon. Silky, something about the Reverend Dr. Silky Nutmeg Ganache and presence in words. I'm telling you, she really was filling me up as she was talking to Isis about how it was okay for her decision and what was best for her, and how everybody came around to support her with this group hug. Um, this was really sad, and it was beautiful because there was so much love for Isis in this moment, and what their journey was and what was going on. But like, you can have the best day one day, and then the next day your entire world can just break apart to where you can't pick it all back up together again so quickly. And I would have nothing but respect and love for her in this moment, as I do now as a fan. And I hope I get to see you this time if you go to DragCon, sister. Uh, but make sure to send love to Isis. Anybody questioning this move or feeling like, oh, this is why would you even come if you knew? Let's not, don't do all that. Some of us are not afforded to have that privilege in our lives of being able to get through things that are terrible and horrible and stuff that actually can affect you, you know? And also, I am not a fan of holding something down so deep inside that it festers and grows into its own demon. I am not that person. I don't believe in that kind of shit. I used to do that when I was younger, and it only leads to heartbreak, pain, and suffering. My therapy is showing. But seriously, you know, nothing but love to Isis, and that prayer that the good Dr. Reverend Nutmeg Ganache held here was quite needed and necessary. She said something about, in reference to, we are the head and not the tail, in reference to the snake. And, you know, that prayer I have heard, and that saying I've heard many a time in my life, you know, a boy from Texas with family from Alabama and those roots, very much hearing those statements. I took what Silky said, even in the reaction. I think I got emotional in that moment, and I received it as well. I hope y'all did too. Let's wait before we go. This was so funny because when they were finished hugging, they were like, "Ooh, I got to get my makeup fixed." And they were cacking because they're like, "I got to figure out how to hug the right way without fucking the face up." They said, "You were lean." Oh, it was a cute moment. So let's talk about Brooklyn Heights' outfit. The mother of Candace Drag Race, the RuPaul Charles to Ben and J. No, that, let it go, Maddie. What did we give this outfit? Mm. And while I'm looking at the comments for that, I'm explaining to Liam what that means. Okay, so the head is in the front and the tail is in the back. Sometimes you feel left out, sometimes you feel lost, sometimes you don't feel like you have any strength. That is one of the most vulnerable positions to be in. Think of a lizard with its tail. It would end up being cut off, and then it has to do that in order to escape, left behind. And it grows another one. The head is the lead. The head takes charge. The head is in control. You're the owner of your own thoughts. You're the ruler of your own world. All things that you want are for you. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about something like that, like in your own life and perspective, when you feel that you're not worthy of or you are less than, think of yourself as the head, not the tail. That's what I take from it. So if anybody else has their own way of thinking of it, share in the comment section. It'd be fun. And also, everyone has their own way of viewing those things. But yeah, that's how I take it, Leo, in reference for those moments. Not to be the tail, but to be the head in life. She's cute. She's cute. It's cute. You know, I like it when she goes a little bit more avant-garde for me. But this is fine. I enjoy it. It's lovely. The chicken's cooked. It's cooked. Exactly, Anthony. The tails are disposable, but the heads aren't. Um, it's okay. I am not. They come on, Cameron, get me in here, sister. Get me in here, sister. We have to take it from the book. Full scripture: the Lord will make you the head, not the tail. You will always be at the top, never at the bottom, if you faithfully obey the commands of the Lord your God. See, I gave you the non-denominational version, and Cameron gave you Baptist. Get down. Come on, Cameron. Thank you, sister. See, we're going to have to bring in a little. Oh. Let me do a disclaimer for the heathens out there. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs, gender included in this. And y'all can read the rest of it because I'm lazy. Thank you. Brooklyn looks lovely. I think she's going to a prom, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Tracy Melcher was about to perform a Blue Cantrell song. But not for a lip sync, but more so for like karaoke night, okay? Brad looks like he's about to do the red carpet for an event that I will not be watching. But they look lovely. He's wearing the same shoes. He's wearing the same shoes. This looks lovely up close, though. This is, it's a vibe up close, Brad. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, Brad. It's a vibe. Tracy, you're also extremely beautiful too, sister. Hairline is together. Go on, sister. Baby hairs are weep. That's cute. And Gary Janetti is on the panel as well because why not? We fall down, but we get up. It's not a part of the lesbian song. That may be an interlude. Keep it moving here. All right, so let's talk about the comedy routines themselves. Up first is Raja O'Hara, and you know I love my sister. I do. She is the, helper maker of this piece of journey in the cake in the face. But I'm going to be honest with you and say my sister forgot to tell jokes. This was very, how you feeling, how you doing? Baby, if we was in the waiting room at the doctor's office and it was packed, jam-packed, I would appreciate her for coming out and checking on us because that's what this felt like. Like we was in line and it was Black Friday and they were trying to figure out if we had the numbers. Are y'all good? There are water, but she was checking on folks. And then there was a joke and it was funny. And it was like, oh, okay. But this was low-key the beginning of what is going to be 2 hours of drag before they get back to the club music. And most of the crowd has moved out. And the girls that, came back up in there to dance on the floor kind of tease. She also went from talking about being single to then getting into this weird, what was I can't even remember the other joke. The family life. It was like, I'm single, but my mama, I'm her favorite. I'm not her favorite. It was like, what? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Can you come back? Slow down. Roger went too fast with that joke. It just went all over the place. I love my sister, and she looks good, even from this hair from last week's runway. She looks good. The police is given. Stiletto pump. That's right. But God, I just wish it wasn't the beginning of a long Thursday night. That's all. But I love her. Listen, Dex, that's it right there. Everybody been in her DMs asking about her mama. And I'm not her favorite child. It was like, wait, what? I was like, go back. This freestyle is not what you think it is. Better yet, John Ralphio from Parks and the Recreation. It was an R to the O to the N that Swanson duck. Oh, that's for anybody that's seen Parks and Recreation. That's what that felt like. Raja's performance was a little bit of John Ralphio trying to rap. Mm-hmm. Maddie needs to get some water. My throat is killing me. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Let's do my little bit. My throat said, "Ho, ho, ho, closed." I said, "Now wait a minute." Treat yourself. Why was I watching? I was binge watching that last night while doing my raid battles, Monica. Do you think you'd be good at a roast challenge, Maddie? I think I would be good. I think I would be good. But the thing about me, Christina, is that how I do any sort of setup in comedy, and I have done some before, like in college and in my earlier days, and I gave. The audience laughed, people loved me, I was funny. But for me, I don't do joke by joke. I write layouts like what I'm about to do, and I sort of study that, and then I go from there. And then afterwards, once I have the first two down, once I got them, oh, it's clear sailing, baby. How many are my minutes? I have 15. Cool, let's go. 10, 5, we got it. So I would be fine, but also comedy is subjective, so they may not find my shit funny. I'm also I'm a reader. I'm gonna go into the audience and I'm gonna get somebody together. It's very much who is sitting in the front shouldn't have been there. Mm. But I would have a couple of jokes written and ready to go. Just it wouldn't be my full. Let's check the notes. It's like no, I would have them memorized because I like to tell stories like that. But either way, I think Raja, you know, kept the confidence up there. It just very much a hosting gig. So my favorite Urkel, the glasses. Come on now. That was that was from season 11, y'all. If you remember what I used to come through here with Miss Raja. She does look good though. This color just fits her so well. But not my favorite routine. Vanny Milan, I'm starting to recognize this is the hairstyle that you love. This is this wig, this combination, this updo. This is very Vanity, okay? Updo. I wish that this comedy was upchuckable to where we could have laughed and enjoyed ourselves. Instead, I sat and watched you decide whether you wanted Uber Eats or DoorDash, to be on the patio or to sit inside. I saw you pull a Libra moment of indecisiveness as you were figuring out if your sentence could actually come together in conjunction to make a joke. I'm referring to chucking in terms of chuck, 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 laughable, laugh. See what I did there, Joey? See what I did there, Joey? Ha ha! I met you at the door. But no, she looked good though. She really did look good. How much chuck could a woodchuck chuck if a chuckless vanity could? That was even funnier. I'm hilarious. Thank you. I know. Now that was funny. Because I wasn't laughing. This was Cringe Fest 1997. I Poor baby. And I love her down, but she had her material together. She knew what she had was gold. The problem was is that she got very nervous. And it became in Canada, they do this. In London, we do this. In Canada, they do this. In London, they do that. Oh, it got even worse because notice how when she walked up, there was no introduction to who she was. Like, of course, they said her name, but she just walks up and she's like, Canada. you know, I was weak. I was like, okay. Canada, y'all are so nice. In London, da 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 da. The joke. In Canada, I'm gonna slam a door in someone's toe. They said, I'm so sorry. That's the joke? Vanity. Couldn't be. In Canada, y'all are so polite. So I pushed her down the stairs. That's the joke, girl. Weak. I'm thinking to myself, hold up. Hold up. I was like, it's funny now that I'm thinking about the joke, but it's not funny for the reasons she thinks it's funny. It's funny because, girl, like, I'm thinking of, how sometimes MTV shows are really good at this, where someone's telling a story and they do like a mock setup of what's happening and they do like a mock reenactment of the situation. So I'm thinking of Vanity's joke. Comedy Central does this sometimes for their clips, like on Facebook. And she's like, yeah, in Canada, they're so nice. So I just imagine her pushing someone down the stairs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It would make no sense. Okay. God bless her. God bless her. I know what she's referring to with the bats in London bit in terms of like, certain crimes that happen and stuff like that, but it's just the way it just all stringed together. Boo! It was terrible, but I love her. And she looks beautiful here. But that baby was looking at her nose like, wow. Not I said the pussycat. Rita Bagger, I think that y'all think I hate this lady. I think Rita thinks I hate her. I really don't dislike her, nor anyone in the show, nor do I send anyone hate. She low-key screamed at people for 5 minutes and was safe this week. I didn't think this was funny. And Brooklyn, let me tell you something. Vanity got pulled into this. That joke wasn't funny either, but it wasn't like, oh, because of like Vanity, it wasn't funny. It wasn't fucking funny. It just wasn't funny. Like, we went from the French bit, which, I think what really didn't work in that is that it also went on for quite some time before it was like, oh, I'm acting. It felt very Tammy Brownish that way. But I felt like it could have been just done quicker. Then when we get into, the sex stuff and the yelling and screaming, out there, where all this kind of bit, I was like, okay. And it got very, that's not Kirstie Alley. Like, for those of you who were tagging this mama from Third Rock from the Sun saying that was Kirstie, it was giving that tease. Like, well, oh, no, that's actually the wrong person. I just, are you with me? I was like, are we? Like, are we with you? Because at the beginning, you were not with us. I don't know. I couldn't get there. I couldn't do it. Brooklyn, let me tell you, whatever RuPaul gave you before this episode, I don't know if you had to call her because after the reading challenge, you said, I don't know if she even accepts your calls, but like, hey, my, I didn't win that season, lady. Do you have something that's going to make me laugh and kiki and cackle because it's going to be a shit show tonight? I already just know it. Sure, girl, gave her a helium tank. I don't know what she gave her. You cannot tell me that anything that Rita did was that funny. I'm sorry. Like, look at your arms. Like, this doesn't give me, this is funny. This gives me help. Like, she's stuck in a well somewhere, and Bart Simpson threw a fucking recorder over. Never mind. Let me not do this today. I couldn't believe her in this wig. I couldn't believe her wig. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, that wasn't funny. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. It was funny to you, Brooklyn. Victoria Scone, I have to be very honest with all of y'all with this one because she gives me so much. This is not shade, by the way. She gives me Rosie O'Donnell in the 90s tease and Ellen DeGeneres before she became a horrible human being. Allegedly. Like, she's giving me 90s stand up comedy club day. It was very that. Like, it was just so funny because she reminded me of those shows we used to see them all the time before they all ended up on like Comedy Central and it turned into these Friday night late night, the chances of you finding a shiny Pokemon without a shiny charm or a Herb Mystica sandwich in Pokemon Violet Scarlet teas of funny and all that kind of jazz. I was happy. You remember when people thought Dane Cook was funny? Oh my God. Who let that happen? Terrible, 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 terrible comedian. No, but she was funny. I enjoyed this. I would have came to the show. I'd have came to the show. I would have came. I'd have came to the show. Listen, I caught my first shiny. Before you do this today, look, we're gonna do this right on Victoria. I caught my first shiny. Where it at? The other day because I saw a video and it got me right on together. But there it goes. Meow, meow, meow. I caught it the other day. I was so proud of myself. So there's ways to do it. You just got to do a lot of shit. But no, I love the tomatoes on top of the suit moment. This was very much an HBO special before Netflix. Yeah, Victoria Scone gives me comedian before Netflix existed. When there were still VHS tapes and DVDs were just being thrown into the conversation. She gives me that tease with this comedy. So I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the vagina humor. That's right, people. She was bringing us into her cycle. She even said on Twitter that she was on her period. I said, period. Don't freak out. Men, hey, cis men, get back in the room. I know she was talking about her privates, but calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. It was funny. Talicia, thanks, baby. Very late because of work. Blessing to you always. By the way, you always say my name right, but call me T. Okay, T, I got you. Thank you. And that's on period. And I'm on my funny, right? Like the jokes were clean and I mean, not clean, they were dirty, but they were cleanly delivered. She even pulled in Silky with the whole finger bit. And, Silky used this finger the other day. Silky, could you put it up for me? Participation between two people, two big girls that were, lip syncing against each other. That was a first. Hell, they did it again twice in a row, baby. But it's everything that was done and delivered was excellent. And I personally thought she deserved this top spot this week, especially when we get to this runway. My God in heaven, that lesbian. Actually, right now would be the most appropriate time to do this song. Right now. Because in reality, we literally got a lesbian stand-up special, and it was quite great. I tuned in, but listen. Boom. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Boom. Ooh, wait, 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 wait. Listen. Everyone's talking about lesbians. Everybody's talking about a lesbian. Yeah. Victoria Scone said, I'm funny, damn it. Oh, cause she's a lesbian. Yeah. Vagina humor is so funny. Yeah. I'm on what? My cycle. Ooh. Lesbian. Oh. A lesbian. Yeah, lesbian. Lesbians. Thank you. All I need is Candy Burris to get me into the DJ booth and it's over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Love you, Victoria. All of the love. Thank you, Natasha, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Down, down, down. Thank you, love. Thank you. I told you track 4 was gonna be different because it's been lesbians, but no, the other that's more of an airy flow. You know, it brings the kids in. It's a little bit of an acoustic guitar there. Lesbians, lesbians, gotta bring it to Tony Braxton level. You know the lesbians. I am Tony Braxton. I chose to let you know I'm not a lesbian. My sister is Tamar. Sorry, let me. And she's so loud. Say, okay, I'm sorry. See, this laugh made sense to me, but yeah, I like Victoria's part. It was funny. Thank you. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. I'll just breathe. 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 Back up off of me. I have to stop. I'm losing views. Y'all hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. It's your boy Matty Rants. We're talking about Canada versus the world, and I'm being an idiot. Breathe. Breathe. Back up off of me. Silky was funny. But I would be on some bull if I did not highlight this X factor here. And I love my sister down. I hate them shoes with an infinite passion. A strong, guttural instinct makes me want to scream. Scream so loud. Ha! Wah! Noises are heard from distant sounds. Wah! Wah! Trees fall. Sky is right. I want to get real into it. But I love her. That lady threw her cards and said, I'm about to give you a damn show. Let's go. And that is what happened. I got full Queens of Comedy performance tees, and that's for the girls that had saw the original Queens of Comedy when it was on DVD. You had to catch it like that. Mm-hmm. It was a cable special. Then it went to DVD. Renting it at Blockbuster so much with Kings of Comedy, back to back to back. She was giving me very much in her element. It was quite funny. The story was cute. The whole moment with Brooklyn. I know they live close by each other though. And it's interesting because I know that because I had a friend of mine that worked with Silky on one of her shows. Hold on, wait, don't you come. It's too early. You not where is the cereal? Lesbians. Victoria Scone is in the building. Wow. Lesbians. Shout out to Victoria Scone. Thanks for tuning in. My favorite lesbian. No, that's a lie because a friend of mine just got mad. Thanks for tuning in, sister. Let me keep on rolling here. Wow. Lesbian. Love you all. Silky was funny. I was here for this performance. You know, I'm always, this is my kind of humor. I was cackling. I enjoyed all of it. Okay. Real talk. Silky was giving. It was very entertaining. Now, this got scary very quickly. Now, my Silky is a prop queen. Truth. Go back to All Star 6 and that lip sync run, honey. You know I ain't lying. Silky, I think with Brooklyn Oh, there are levels to this because both Brooklyn and Silky could low key go to court over this one because Mama in her chair was there to laugh at y'all's jokes, not to be assaulted by seasoning salt. The fact, Silky, that you threw this giant, looks like a whole Lowry's case of some seasoning salt across the room and you hit this white girl's chair. I cackled at the layers of context in that. Did, I know y'all may have missed that point. It wasn't even a point to be made, but it was the fact that it was like, let's really think about this. She just had a conversation about Brooklyn not having a season on her food, this crazy white lady, to then throw the seasoning. Look at her. Look at, yo, you caused this, Brooklyn. Literally. Well, throw it at me. Silky is what athlete to throw something of that nature. That's salt. That is not a light condiment. That is not a light seasoning ingredient. Like, bitch, look at this lean back. Did this give you shot putties? No, it did not. Within those heels, there is no support. There is none. None of the sorts. None. Not ice at the pussycat. She throws the seasoning salt. Look at this. Now, I need you to understand that there is a picture happening in front of us, and there are people who are scared. This young baby down here, I'm assuming they, them, is probably wondering why Silky Nutmeg Ganache has thrown an entire pound of salt in the middle of the air. I said, Jesus Christ. Now, Brooklyn, the only thing I see you catching is some nut. You know what, Matthew? Lesbians, I need a disclaimer because I said some shit. This program is for entertainment purposes only. Lesbians. Content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, gender, or wigs. Please read the rest of it. All opinions are expressed by me. Don't send any hate. You know the rest. What did I say? I didn't say anything crazy. I didn't say anything. Some people are good receptacles. Some people are good receptacles. Some people are. Listen. Brad, were you going to interrupt this moment and grab the salt too? Because I know you don't know about it either. Listen. Oh, Anthony, but it did. Oh, but it did. Oh, but it did. Oh, but it did. And this is, oh, but it did. Because when they picked it back up, there was definitely not that much salt in. Oh no, honey, I'm gonna show you this because I've got several screenshots. Because this was low key the first 48 kind of case. Okay, like they know who the suspect is. They're in Mississippi now looking for Silk. They ain't gonna find her though. That family's deep. That town, that family is deep. Listen, it hit the back of her chair, or it was either the back of her chair or it was the stage itself at the black part at the bottom. When it hit, it plumed up. Go back and watch it again, Anthony. It plumed. Like it literally plumed. Okay, there's the salt hitting it on contact. And you're gonna see it from another angle here. Look at her. This is girl. Did they make you sign something in case you got hurt? I know, isn't health insurance free in Canada? This makes a lot of sense to do all this dangerous stuff on this show. Okay. Throwing objects at people. That's like a plumed. I want you to see all this, right? That's all salt dust popping up. That's Silky threw seasoning salt at a white woman. Candace Owens could take that and go to the bank with it. A white man asked her to throw seasoning salt and it almost hit a white woman. If that isn't a Fox News special, I don't know what to tell you. They could spin that into nonsense. Bob, Shangela, and Eureka would have to show up for that one. Do you hear me? the levels to this. I was like, girl, I know for God, I did not just watch this lady throw a whole pound of fucking. Moving on. It's the reactions from me. Vanity's and Victoria's is appropriate, while Raja is a true fucking friend and went woohoo. I can't. Let's get to the runway, shall we? Category is Plaid Girls Club. I love, 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 love the Bad Girls Club reference. Come on, Brooklyn. Um, I'm like, wait, what is my address? What is my address? I just got asked for it. Oh, got it. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I still have my old address in my brain. All right, first up. Don't call her Raja San Diego here. It is Raja O'Hara. Who got the bag? Who got the bag? Listen, this is a vibe. I was here for the face kini plaid effect with this look. I think this is excellent. I love the colors. I love the shape. I love the face kini. It's sickening. We'll have a better look at her eyes when we get to the untucked portion of it. But this was a vibe. I love that there was this dog with this purse, this fool woman on the go, trying to elude every, tax that she is supposed to pay and all the other people that she has wronged in her life, but is giving fashionable. I enjoyed this. Hold on, before we get to Vanity, because I think I have one more picture of Raji, which is Raja. What is going on here? There we go. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. It was very fun to watch. Um, Vanity Milan is next. If you don't know this reference, why are you here? I can see some in the comment. I didn't know. Well, do yourself a favor, baby. Google Clueless. Have fun. Have fun. Vanity Milan is Loki Cher's best friend going through school. Dealing with Murray and his shit. Rolling with the homies. You're a virgin who can't drive. Oh, rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. But yeah, I was here for this look. The shoulders are everything. It gives it a little bit different, makes it less cosplay, right? Loved it. It's Dion without, you know, it's a Dion who's proud to be black. Ooh, Matthew. No, I have to walk away from this. So, are you saying Stacey Dash is a trash panda? Yes, I am. A big one. But Vanny's giving this. She's giving this down. I was here for her. I was like, "Oh, girl." What happened to Stacey Dash? She ran away from her ancestry. That's what happened, Louise. That's what took place. She ran away from her ancestry and the sunlight, and then this is what we got. That's what we got. I would just call her Stacy, period, because I'm done with that sentence, okay? But no, past Vanity Melange looking really, really good. This was a cute outfit. The shoes was everything. I love, 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 love all of this. It was so cute. So cute. Rita Baga is next. I thought it was adorable that she said this look was to make her look younger. Because she had to tell me what this was supposed to be. Like Eloise in Paris. What was that? Emily in Paris. See, I don't watch shit like that. No shade, but I was just like, okay, that's what she's going for. That's cute. I just thought that was adorable when she was like, "This was make me look older." I was like, "Well, no, you remind me of a particular YouTuber who likes to use a very baby voice, and everything's pink, and she's a tragedy." I'm gonna tell you what I like about it, and I'm gonna tell you where I didn't get the younger part of it, but I thought it was chic in a certain sense for what it was giving here. It's not a loud look, it's not a big look. I mean, she's a tall ass, bam. But I thought it worked in some ways. I like the plaid, honestly. I thought the purple belt was cute with the bow. Other than that, to me, it was okay. I thought it was okay. I thought this was for me, Takura. It's maybe not her best look, but I did like the look. I didn't hate it. I just was like, younger? Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. Whatever you say. How dare she? Let me tell you something. Boom, boom, boom. About lesbians. Victoria Scone is next. This was drama. Everything. This is the kind of shit I like. The Lawrence Chaney reference was enough for me to go, okay, she gets it because it's definitely giving Lawrence's like signature color. But this was a bop. This was that girl. This was puss. I love high camp to this factor of it being just glamour of a sense of fashion. This every word you can think of. That's so positive. Fashion, glamour, camp, just all of that put in there together. Then the idea of Victoria, a little Victoria Scone, playing in her father's coat, transforming into this woman. Come on. I like it when someone does something new and really refreshing. And this was very much that. Joey, I agree with you in this statement with that. Yeah, it's just so rare we get a new silhouette. That's what made this that kind of look. Like, you know what? Not expected and totally beyond. And it's really works well with the plaid theme. Um, I live. I live for how it moved. The face is everything. It's giving. I love how it turns from the side and it looks completely different, like as if this, small woman is being swallowed by this huge coat. And you turn around in this bodysuit moment that's all like designed into it. Like, come on now, it's great. Excellence, Victoria Scone, it's excellent. On to Silky Nutmeg Ganache. I think Silky's hair is fabulous. I think Silky's makeup is beautiful. I think her makeup is gorgeous. Beautiful woman. Beautiful hair. Lovely hair. Beautiful face. Stops right there. So for plaid, you chose the same fabric, kinda, that I hate this kind of fabric, but the same one that Melissa B. Fierce had used. It's not the same one with the scaling, but it's got that same sort of iridescent nonsense to go with the reflection and makes it whatever it's trying to do. And then you gave yourself a motorcycle outfit where I don't even think you would be getting on a motorcycle in this outfit, nor riding side saddle. I mean, you are going to be possibly in a little mix video, giving Miss Mama a little black representation. So her, never mind, makes sense. But I liked the face and I liked the hair, and I thought that was the vibe for this look today. I just did not really get into the fabric used for this. I do like the jacket though, and I like the helmet. I think that's cool. I just not what I. It looks like she's about to be outside of Big Yo's, and she's possibly about to start some trouble. That's a Houston reference, and that would, a gay and lesbian bar. Anywho, I thought she looked beautiful upstairs. I just did not like this outfit. That's all. I mean, but Ken's, I'm gonna be honest with you, Brooklyn wasn't lying when she said meet and greet. I was like, high key, this would be a cute meet and greet outfit. I would think like, oh, this is cute. I personally, I think it would be cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. After judging takes place, we get our top two, which it happens to be, and it's back to back, back to back, back to back. I love this for them in this journey. But Victoria Scone and Silky Nutmeg Ganache are the top two once again. That is 2 wins for both Victoria and Silky this season. 8. Um, Of course, they're going to be lip syncing for the main prize and the ability to send someone home. But the bottom two ends up being Raja O'Hara and Vanity Milan. This puts both of them in particular situations. Victoria in a situation because of the fact that Vanity is her UK sister. And so far, they're almost to the finish line. And, Isis has quit on the competition for mental health reasons. So now the finish line is that much closer. It's like right there. Whereas for Silky, okay, now some girls be like, oh, this race stuff, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, let us black people like have our moment here. Because you have the option of either sending your sister home or Vanity home, who you knew Vanity looks up to you for the time you've spent on Drag Race for being successful black drag queen in reference to the life they've lived and what they've gone through. Same thing goes with Raja, the fact that Raja and Vanity are in the bottom together, and that making that decision when you have two people who you started the competition with, the SRV group, let's not forget Silky, Raja, Vanity, there was a sisterhood developed in this moment. And so it is a thing. It is a thing, right? It's like just so emotional watching it happen because with Victoria, she's like, I don't want to send Vanity home because that's my sister, but technically Raj did better than her. But do I send her home? And she's like the one representing this, that, and the other. Silky, look, this mug is right. Uh, this hug that Raja gave Silky once they ended up, talking first, it was such a moment to be like, don't save me because I'm your sister, but just think about it. But there's such a connection between the two. And then if you think about this, I don't think like was Raja ever in this position with Silky on All Stars before? Like I don't think so. I don't think Raja was in that position to send Silky home. Help me out, chat, with that one. And in this situation, this is the third time that they have competed with each other in this competition. And things haven't been working out the best for Raja in sense of, what happened this week, right? But for Silky, it's been we're soaring. And I don't know. Like I got emotional watching Silky talk to both Vanity and Raja because it's like, I don't like those. And to me, whether you want to call it a black thing or whatever, I'm calling it a familiarity moment between people that feel like family and them having to make that decision. And it has been a while since I've kind of felt that way about these decisions, where it gets a little about it's more about the money and it's less personal. And this felt very personal because it's like you don't want to take something away from Vanity, but you also know that's your sister. Ah, ah. I was like, this is too much. And Silky was just everything she was saying to both Raja and Vanity was hitting me deep. Ow. I was like, oh. Rita had to sit on the couch by herself. Go ahead, Eloise. Go ahead. Emily. I don't know why I keep saying Eloise. Eloise is also a book about a girl, I think, in Paris as well, but still. Anywho, the meet and greet picture was cute. That was a funny moment. Let's get it on. Victoria said, oh, we want to do fingers. We're going to do fingers this time. And they got ready to perform the lip sync. Now, Your Daddy Don't Know by Toronto. Once I heard the song, I said it's probably going to go to Victoria. Maybe, possibly, it's going to go to Silky, but let's see how this goes. Now, if we wanted a visual for the lesbian song, this might be the lip sync. It just might be the lip sync for it. All right, so let's talk about it. Victoria was really in her element with the song. She had a lots of humor, certain playfulness with her fingers throughout the entirety of it, but she was really in the zone. Silky was there, but this is where Silky left me, okay? She had a reveal coming that was a little too early. And it was like, okay, it kind of took away from the, okay, we're about to have a moment. Then when it came time to do said reveal, she was stuck. We cannot, it's not moving, did not go nowhere. And it took a second. So much so that on 3 different cameras, when they were panning through different scenes for this moment, we still saw her fiddling with it. By the time she took it off, Silky was ready to go. But to me, I didn't that rah look really wasn't for me when it came to this kind of song. But I do know that Silky was performing and doing some motions and movements where I was like, okay, so it's just cutting up. And there was a really fun time when we there was a really fun time. What am I talking about? It got really fun. It got really cool towards the part when Silky and Victoria started playing with each other. And I don't mean that in a sense of, I mean, well, I might, I don't know what I mean that in. Disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only. Once we got on the floor, it was over. Do you hear me? Once we got on the floor, I was like, all bets are off. Oh my goodness. I can't. Silky got on that ground. I was like, well, I watched that roll too. I was like, wait a minute, bitch. She said, snake. Victoria said, once again, these legs are meant for spreading, and that is what they'll do. One of these days, these legs are gonna spread all over lesbian, young. This is the most heterosexual thing to ever happen on Drag Race. I mean, you can say it's lesbian porn, low key, but no, this was some hetero stuff right here. This is some straight people shit. Listen, Silky, I saw that leg go high. It went up. It did. It went up. It was in a room upstairs. But Silky did the split in front of her, and I thought there was going to be a great divide. That did not happen. And once again, she said, "In the front shall I be, you in the back is where you'll be." However, this got flipped around, and all of a sudden they're starting to make out on stage. This character, I had to run out the room, y'all. I had to run out the room. I had to run out the room. I was not prepared, and it was the way they just turned to the judges like, no, no. See, this was heterosexual love. What Matty Morphosis did to Sugar Mama was a hate crime against homosexuals. Okay? It was totally a hate crime towards homosexuals. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Content is not intended to malign any race, religion, gender. You know the rest. Either way, this was a good time. This was fun. I loved it. 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 It was funny. It was good. And they enjoyed it too. But Victoria Scone wins the lip sync, and she doesn't get a cash prize, but she gets a trip to Iceland for 2. I loved how they had the lesbian photo ready for her. I was like, okay, because you did the gays all the time, and I got the ladies. You got the ladies for this one. Now, with Victoria winning, and this is a really good moment for her because think about it, y'all. She won last week's episode with Silky, but Silky won the lip sync. And when she was performing on her season, she didn't win that lip sync, right? Look at now. Look at you now, sister. Look at you now. Look at you now. But in one of my favorite shots that I took from this terrible situation here, we find out if Vanity Milan or Raj O'Hara will be sent home. This was a excellent shot, Candace Drag Race. Excellent shot. Excellent. Before this decision is made, Brooklyn Heights stops Victoria Scone, who has realized, oh shit, they're not going home, and so has Silky. Look at Silky back here. losing her shit, probably in the full emotional whirlwind, probably talking to God. Thank you, Father in heaven. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. I bet you money she was up there back there praying, giving some praise or some thanks or something. Victoria over here, like, oh my God, my knees, my chest, my ankles, my hips, my legs, and body. I'm out of breath. But I am one of those, I need a confirmation, stone cold. My black sisters up here said, oh, baby, look, I ain't moving until I know. All she said was, something's going to be, there was no confirmation. Them bitches didn't move. Do you see me? Vanity and Raja both. I don't know why she doing this in my Suki back. I need you to say my name and I'm good to go. That shit was funny. They said, nope, we need to hear confirmation before we get off this phone to make sure that this phone bill is paid. I have these 9 lines and these motherfuckers, come on, we got shit to do. This is a full house, a full house. Oh my God, Jamar will be doing it much better than me on Sunday. But this was definitely that moment. This felt very much like we watched somebody go to church, not Mary Cosby's church, but we watched someone release some demons, and everyone in the back is really thankful for them, possibly, or those aunties at a funeral, okay, who are just a little extra. Because James was the greatest. He was the greatest. Greatest. Took it to church. When I tell you, Raja was over it. Over it. Woo! It was a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in. But after Isis's exit from the competition, Brooklyn, knowing that there's only 6 episodes and they have planned for a 4-person, finale, we're not going to send anybody home. I cried in this moment. I was quite happy, but it was an emotional episode. And so we are at 5. We lost Isis, unfortunately, due to removing themselves from the competition for health reasons. We wish them nothing but love and nothing but wellness. These 5 will be back again next week for an acting challenge. I'm nervous again. I'm like, oh, what's an acting challenge? Oh, not everybody's great at those. So we'll see what happens next week. But this was a good one. I think this is actually my favorite episode of the season. Yeah, I can up next to the ball. The ball was one of my favorite ones. This one too. I enjoyed this one. Yeah, I was here for it. I was here for it. It was good. I'm gonna go watch the Roscoe's video today, probably when I get some time, and listen to that ISIS conversation. I know a lot of y'all are talking about that. I didn't see that. I've been in my Pokemon journey, but I will watch that later. But no, I don't have any context to that. Nothing to discuss there. We'll be discussing that in full tomorrow for the panel, though. So if you would like to have that conversation, including that, that'll be for tomorrow's video with friends. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you had a fun time today. I hope you laughed a little bit. I gave you the little entertainment, whatever I did. I need to turn this candle off, Chad. I don't want this burning. Come on now. I do not have a battle ready team. I only have 2 of my EV evolutions ready for battle. I still need to get the other 4, and then I'm trying to create a secondary team for teams. Is currently what I'm doing. But I'm shiny hunting at the same time, too. But yes, it's okay. I know, listen, a lot of y'all have been in my inbox. Some of you have directly messaged me, as well as gotten comment sections where you're like, hey, YouTube is pushing your videos like out of our viewing point. And I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could tell them to not do that, but this is how they want to change the interface up. When you do come to my channel, when you do log in, you need to go to the live section each and every time because I do a lot of these live videos. I would change it up, but I really enjoy this style. But I will get some edited videos out there. Expect those DragCon LA 2022 videos to be coming this month, as well as the finale for the White Lotus video, because that's happening tomorrow. The finale will be tomorrow. Panels tomorrow, Canada versus the World. That season 15 promo is around the corner. Get ready. get ready. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. If you want to leave me some love for the holidays here, I will be going live on Christmas Day if you have no plans. So if you're feeling a little sad or by yourself or not even celebrating but want to have a chat, I will be on for Christmas. But yeah, leave a like. Definitely leave a like, please and thank you. And get in the comment section. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Don't forget, we got a lot of shows coming up. Dragged In, I will be trying to get a hold of and cover. Melanie, thank you so very much. Thanks for the great review. Lesbicons. I'm silly, I know. Thank you so much for the tip, Melanie. I was about to say Melanie and tip at the same time. What is wrong? Take care. Have a good one. I will see you tomorrow with the rest of the gang for the panel. And yeah, this was a good one. But all our love, send it to Isis, send it to these queens. No hate should be sent. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.